Hi, welcome back to another video. And today, there are a lot more updates in this 2024 election that I'd like to talk about, especially has to do with the Senate. But the presidency has already been decided. The Senate has already been decided for Republican control. However, the House still has not been decided. It's looking like that the Republicans will probably retain control, as I don't not think that Democrats have flipped enough seats to actually take back the House. However, I do believe 2026 will look very well for them. But focusing on 2024 for now, uh, the Senate, updates in the Senate. However, House Democrat leader Hakeem Jeffries says he's not ready to concede the House, and it hasn't been decided. However, I do believe that it's not looking good for the Democrats when it comes down to the House. Obviously, they're not going to lose like by a landslide. They're actually flipping some seats, but it's not going to be enough to cross over that 218 vote that they need for a majority in the House. So it's going to be Republican control, but it's going to be very close, and it looks like we can get another 2022 result as we did. So it looks like Republicans will have control in the House. However, the Senate is very interesting. And yes, Republicans have control. They've not only won the Senate, but they have also expanded a big majority here that not even I was expecting. I expected them to get 51 seats, a complete reverse of what Democrats got in 2022 when they held the Senate. But they have 52 seats now, something that I certainly did not predict, but it looks really good for the Republicans right now in the Senate. However, they have lost recently some key states. Michigan, last time we talked, Michigan was not called, and it has been called for Lisa Slotkin. She will go. She will become the next senator of Michigan. And Wisconsin. Oh wait, no, Wisconsin was called, but still another key Senate seat that Republicans need to win, but they have lost to the Democrats. And these could have been won in a red mirage year like 2024, because the presidency has gone so well for Donald Trump and the Republicans. You'd think they'd be able to pick off these seats. However, they were able to pick off Montana, they were able to pick off Ohio, they were able to pick off West Virginia, and looks like Pennsylvania. They could actually pick off Pennsylvania, and I don't really see how Bob Casey could really flip this. Yeah, I do believe he's probably losing re-election, which is crazy considering the fact that I had Bob Casey winning re-election by 6 points. So, yeah, looks like Bob Casey will probably lose re-election, but Michigan will stay for the Democrats. Wisconsin will stay for the Democrats. Arizona and Nevada still haven't been called, but it looks like Jackie Rosen will be reelected here. It's still really close. You got 7% of the vote in, or 7% of the vote left to be counted. So we're going to see how that goes, but it does not look good for Sam Brown, the Republican challenger. You also have none of these candidates almost reaching 3% of the vote, which is crazy. So you had a lot of these voters saying, I don't want either of these candidates. And look at that, 39,000 people voted for not Jackie Rosen or Sam Brown. They did not want to vote for the Republican or Democrat. That is crazy. However, you still have majority of the vote going to both the Democrat and Republican, but usually the Democrat. Jackie Rosen, the incumbent, looks like so far she could win re-election. However, all the vote hasn't been counted, and we still have to wait for the votes to be counted. And then Arizona, things are looking really good for Ruben Gallego. Now, this is crazy considering he's looking as of right now at a 3-point win, which is probably very realistic. 2 to 3 point win. I did predict him to have a 7-point win. I do believe that I was overestimating him, and I should have really considered how close this race was to really put a much closer margin. I do really believe I was overestimating the Democrats because I predicted a Kamala Harris win, and that's not what happened. So it looks like Ruben Gallego could be winning by 2 to 3 points here. And of course, all the other races that have been called. Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz won by 9 points. That is a 6-point shift to the right than I predicted. I predicted Ted Cruz would win re-election by 3 points because I thought Texas was going to be close. Texas was not close at all. Not at all. And I apologize for being wrong about that. But yes, I was wrong. However, I did get Florida right. I predicted that Rick Scott would win by double digits, and look at that. He wins by almost 14 points. Florida is clearly gone for the Democrats, and yeah, Debbie Powell clearly was not the right candidate for this Senate race, and The fact that Chuck Schumer actually thought this race was close is actually kind of sad. But yeah, Florida is now a likely Republican state or a safe Republican state. However, if Democrats do better next time, it could probably be a likely Republican state. Or maybe even a lean, you don't know. But as of right now, it's looking like a safe Republican state. However, it was a likely Republican state in the presidential, but for the Senate, it is a safe Republican state. Uh, and Pennsylvania, definitely going to the Republican here. As I said, Bob Casey's in trouble. We have Virginia, Tim Kaine winning re-election, actually winning more than I predicted him to do. I predicted Tim Kaine to be winning by 7 points. And as of right now, he has won by 9 points. That is a 3-point shift to the left, which is actually pretty impressive for Tim Kaine. And we also have Kirsten Gillibrand. Despite Kamala Harris's terrible performance in New York, she still is managing to overperform Kamala Harris. Not just overperforming Kamala Harris, but also Chuck Schumer in his 2022 re-election Senate race when Chuck Schumer won re-election. But these counties here, these were all red for Chuck Schumer. I think we can go back here and look at it. Let me pull up the Senate here real quick. So this was Chuck Schumer's race. Let me go to Wikipedia here real quick. Chuck Schumer won by 14 points, and you can see that these were red, unlike what we have. Where is it? Here, look at that. These went blue. Warren County went blue. I'm not so sure about. Okay, so yeah, those were red. And Kirsten Gillibrand was able to flip those blue. So, and look at that. That is a almost 20-point win. That is, but you could really see that Kamala Harris was bringing down Kirsten Gillibrand. But still, Gillibrand won by double digits as expected. However, Kamala Harris did absolutely brutal in the presidential race. If I could pull up that so I could show you how brutal it was. Kamala Harris clearly not the right candidate for the Democrats, or wasn't running on the right things that appealed to the average American voter. When we saw those exit polls, we saw that Americans were more concerned on the economy than abortion, and especially immigration, but mostly the economy. Abortion being third, it looked good for Kamala Harris, but then the economy having a strong lead more than abortion and immigration, very bad for Kamala Harris, since the average American voter usually goes to the polls with their checkbook, meaning that their number one concern will be the economy. You could see that in 1932 when Herbert Hoover lost that landslide to FDR. You saw that in 2008 when Barack Obama defeated John McCain by a big margin, landslide. And then you saw that in 2020 when Joe Biden defeated Donald Trump. And now you're seeing that in 2024 with Donald Trump defeating Kamala Harris. People really aren't happy with the Biden administration, and they are really punishing the incumbent party here, electing Donald Trump, electing Republicans everywhere. So now, come January this year, the Republican Party and Donald Trump are now going to be responsible for how they lead the country. And it's going to be interesting to watch, and I can't wait to cover the 2025 governor races. I can't wait to cover the 2026 midterms. But that's way ahead of what we're talking about here. We still have ways to go, videos to make, elections to cover, news stories to analyze, and it's going to be really, really fun. But anyways, what I wanted to show you guys is the brutal performance in New York here. Yes, Kamala Harris still won New York by double digits, but look at that. That is a 12-point win for Kamala Harris. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's pretty good. She won it by 12 points. But if you consider through past elections, it's actually pretty bad. If you go here, let me pull it up here. The presidency in 2020, when Joe Biden defeated Donald Trump in New York, he won by 23 points. 23 points. And then if we go to 2016, when Kamala Harris lost to Donald Trump, but she won New York by 22 points. And then you go to 2012, when Barack Obama defeated Mitt Romney, he won it by 28 points. So New York is starting every year. It seems like New York is shifting red, right? This was a 5-point shift to the right. And then we had, oh no, well, this is a 1-point shift to the left. But however, Kamala Harris doing this brutal in New York is now, so let's see. Joe Biden won it by 23 points. Harris wins it by 12 points. Wow, that is an 11-point shift to the right. New York is trending right when it comes down to the presidency. Not the Senate, but the presidency. So that is a really bad performance for the Democrats. However, even though this result does look bad for Kamala Harris and the New York Democrats, in the House, the New York Democrats are actually performing very well, better than I expected them to, and it's really looking like a reverse in 2022, right? The entire in 2022, the entire country was shifting left, except for New York. New York elected around 3 to 4 House Republicans, flipping them blue to red, and now in this election, most of the country is shifting right. Look, we have Trump winning Wisconsin, we have Trump winning Michigan, we have Trump winning Pennsylvania, we have Trump winning North Carolina, we have Trump winning Georgia, and possibly Arizona and Nevada, but we still have to wait for those to call in. And in New York, Democrats, the New York Democrats, it looks like they have really learned their lesson. They have just unseated about around 2 to 3 House Republicans that won around the last election cycle. So it looks very good for the New York Democrats, but bad for the Democrats everywhere else around the country. And let's hope that, if you're the Democrat Party, that you really learn from these lessons. Maybe they won't, maybe they will. It's only a matter of time, but anyways, that is the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing down below and following my Twitter @VoteBreakdown. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.